Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of 911 on Fox Season 5, Episode 4. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you return, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, I think this is going to be a short review. It wasn't a lot going on this episode. It was a very, very sad episode to me. It wasn't a lot of like, oh my goodness, on the ledge of the bed or the couch or wherever you sitting, like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen. It was just like it was a very emotional episode. So we have Chimney. He is doggone going over and over the videotape that Maddie had left saying, don't come after me, nobody is harming me, don't go to the police. That he keeps on, don't go after the police. The police. He's just rewinding and trying to see, okay, did her eyes switch right then and there? Is that a shadow that I see off into the corner? He is really dissecting, trying to figure out what's going on. So much so that he thinks Doug, Maddie's ex-husband that, she put forever in the flames, that he's behind this. Cause like, did we actually see a body? I was like, she stabbed him up real, real good, and then the police came. So like, he gone because I guess Maddie was using some money that was Doug's. She had gotten went into the bank and got some of that money out. So he's just trying to figure out what's going on. Now Buck is trying to tell him this is what Maddie does sometimes. When there's a problem, she runs from it. Just give her time, she'll be back. But Chimney's like, no, we have a baby. This is the woman that I love. I'm not just gonna sit back and just let her wander off. If she needs help, she can do that here. Why are you running? But he doesn't know that, the reason she's running is because she doesn't believe that the baby is safe around her because she fell asleep while giving the baby a bath. So that in her mind is like, I'm already going through this postpartum depression, and if I'm falling asleep like this, like, what else could I do that my baby can get hurt? So we move over. It's a homecoming parade going on, and I was like, I can already see what was going on. Then we seen this elderly lady who's, truth be told, does not look like that she should be driving. Because it was like she was barely able to see above the doggone steering wheel. Now, me, I am a highly challenged person too. I am 5'2.5". So the rare occasions that where I have driven, I have to pull have the seat lifted up, and I have to be closer to the steering wheel so I can see over the steering wheel. But, I was like, oh snap, grandma gonna be responsible for, crashing into everything. But no, it was an impatient driver that was behind her who just, okay, grandma, you going too slow, and he goes around her, but his brakes end up just like jamming, and he just plows into several of the people, including two best friends that were on a drop top. They were sitting there, and like soon as they seen the car coming, they immediately like held each other's hands. They had been friends since they was little kids. So 118 get there, they're trying to identify bodies, and one of the girls was like, him was like, what's your name? And she was like, it's Michaela. And I was like, Michaela is not her name. I already knew where we was going with this, but I was like, yeah, I was like, hopefully, they was both going to be alive, but like one was like worse off than the other one. I was hoping that. So the parents, Cassie's parents, is like, okay, we have to go down to the morgue to identify their body. They get down to the morgue and it's like, that's not our daughter. That's not Michaela. That's Cassie. Cassie was asking about her friend Michaela. She wasn't even worried about herself. It's like, where is Michaela at? Where is Michaela at? And I knew that was gonna happen. So like now you got the emotions of, oh my goodness, I just thought my child was in the arms of the angel, to now my child is alive, to, oh my goodness, my friends who think their child is alive their child is really in the arms of the angel. It's like they've been all been close this whole time, and the people, Michaela's parents, they weren't there because they was always working, and they was the guilt was on them. We always working, and now our baby girl's in the arms of the angel, and we can never get this time back. But now they can get this time back. It's just that now their little girl doesn't have her best friend because her best friend is in the arms of the angel. It was just so sad. There was like an episode of House like that one time where it was like a building, it like collapsed or something, and they was trying to identify like these two women, but they look very very similar. And like one of the girls, her face was all messed up, so they couldn't really tell. And then after a while, I was like, okay, this is this girl, and this is that girl. But it was still sad nonetheless. Like all that emotion, like dealing with that back to back. Cause like Cassie's, no, Michaela's parent. Wait a minute. Yes, Cassie's parents were upstairs with Michaela, thinking that that was their daughter, and then finding out that that is not their daughter. Him having the responsibility of telling them is like, I'm so sorry. When I asked her name, she said Michaela, and I assumed that's who she was, but that's not Michaela. That is Cassie. It was just too much. Then we move over to Athena's house. She finally breaks. Michael and Athena had taken Harry to a therapist earlier for, he was, traumatized about being kidnapped. Rightfully so. So we're going to take him to the therapy. The therapist's like, it would be a good idea to take Harry back to your house, Athena, so you can show him that this place is not scary, that the world he know isn't scary. The man who had taken him is forever in the flames. He's not gonna hurt him anymore. That all sounds well and good, but they had become helicopter parents. Are you all right? Are you hungry? Are you sleepy? That, and I can understand when there's something traumatized happening to your child, you gonna want to be there every second of the day, try to make sure that they are all right. Well, Athena, she finally had her breaking point. She was in her room doing something, and she noticed that the picture on her nightstand was like somebody had messed it up. So she goes on a full-on cleaning spree, trying to cleanse the house of attacker dude's presence. Like, I just need, I'm cleaning all my clothes, I'm cleaning the dishes. But I was like, girl, you ain't got no dishwasher. But that was beside the point. She's just cleaning up everything. Meanwhile, Harry is upset at his parents. One, because they hovering over him. And he's like, no, just let me be. And he's upset because Michael didn't even notice that attacker slash kidnapper dude was kidnapping Harry. He's mad at Athena because because of you, this man decided to come over here and kidnap me. He's going through all of these emotions. Meanwhile, May, she's feeling like the prodigal daughter has returned to the 911 call center, and like everything that Mia does, is it Mia or Maya? Mia, I think it's Mia. Everything she does is not good enough. Like, I've been doing this for the past 20 some odd years. This is how I do it. You're not supposed to do that. Go by the script. And like, Mia was feeling some type of way. And I was like, I didn't see it at first, but then I was like, the episode was going on. I was like, yeah, it looked like she's coming for you. But I don't know if this is her way of trying to make you a better 911 call operator, because she's like, oh, since when are we hiring infants and doing all this stuff. I don't know if this is her way of pushing me. Like, I'm not gonna be nice to you, I'm gonna be hard on you so you can be better than what you are. I don't know, but y'all, Harry not Harry, what's his name? Chimney decides he's looking through his mail and he sees a bill that Ji-hun, his daughter, had went to the emergency room. So he's like, he went to the emergency room and was like, hey doc, my daughter was brought in and I need to know what's going on. The doctor's like, well, you gotta ask her mom. He's like, I can't ask her because she's gone. Just like basically she brought her in because she fell asleep and Ji-hun had like slid up under the water while she was bathing her, and he's like, okay, that was like this was like a day before she left, so this is the reason why she has left, because she thinks she's a danger to Ji-hun. So now he's getting on the road trying to find her. I'm not really sure where he gonna go, but he said he gonna find Maddie. So y'all, that was a gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my people. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people, tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.